This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Mike Coppinger in what is not necessarily the immediate aftermath, but we have just seen Teofimo Lopez get back on top by overcoming Josh Taylor. Mike, just your reaction to the night's events?
I mean, it was vintage Teo, right? The only two fights he's ever been an underdog in, Vasily Lomachenko and now Josh Taylor. Both times, he wins and looks spectacular doing it. And I don't, not many of us picked Teofimo Lopez. I picked Josh Taylor to win. I was wrong. I mean, we always knew how talented Teo was. That wasn't the question. The question was about his focus. And he said that he wasn't going to let any of these distractions that he's been so open about, take away from his preparations. And he was right. He looks great doing it. He really beat the brakes off Josh Taylor going down the stretch. And, props to him because Teo's a star, and I think the boxing world is better off when he's at the top.
What next for Josh Taylor? He mentioned he wants to move up to 147. Do you think that's a correct move?
I think so. I mean, Josh Taylor's been at 140 pounds for the entirety of his career, and he's talked about going to 147 for a couple of years now. Certainly he's a big guy. If it affected him, who knows? He didn't make any excuses, so props to him for that. And you do have to wonder if the injuries are catching up to him now. Torn plantar fascia, that's a really debilitating injury that you can't ever fully recover from what the experts say. Some grueling fights now, more punishment here tonight against Teofimo Lopez. But I would like to see what Taylor could do at 147. I think that is the right move.
And then for Teofimo, obviously, he's seen now as the number one in the 140 division. What next for him? Do you think he could get the Pro Grey unification or one of the other champions? Or Devin, we know Bill was here as well.
I mean, that's definitely the fight out there for him, is the Devin Haney fight. Haney wants to go up to 140 potentially for his next bout. And he was talking about maybe fighting the winner of this. Him and Teofimo Lopez have been talking trash for years. I can't think of a bigger fight at 140 pounds than Devin Haney and Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez.
It's been a long few weeks, Mike. Just your thoughts as well on the scorecards. A lot of criticism coming for those tonight, for the 115, 113 ones.
I had it 116, 112. I think, Josh Taylor clearly won the first rounds. And then I think it was the 10th round that, Teo completely took off. That's 2 rounds right there. But I don't even think it matters. I mean, Teofimo clearly won the fight. The judges got the right verdict. That's all that really matters. And once again, people get carried away on boxing Twitter. Every time us reporters have these scores on Twitter, it just seems like the fans always say they're wrong, and then the scores are in line with the judges. I don't think it's coincidence that it happens every time, unless we're all just inept, because it's possible. And yeah.
Final one, Mike, because it's almost 2 a.m. and I know you've got work to do still, as do I. What was the most impressive thing about watching Teofimo tonight?
I think it was the confidence, right? All of us were trying to say that we didn't know where his confidence was at, and it wasn't us being, jumping on something. He was himself said in December, Joy still got it, to his dad. And yeah, he does still got it, and you could see the confidence brimming from Teofimo Lopez with each punch that landed, with each round that went by. By like round 8 and 9, he was taunting, playing to the crowd, and he seems to get his groove back really in this fight. And again, he's 25 years old. He's a star. The sport needs more young stars. So good for Teofimo Lopez.
Right, Mike, it's a pleasure as always. I'll see you again soon. Thank you for speaking to me.
Thanks again for having me.